Hello, myself and Praneeth. Now I'm going to explain about class diagram for online income tax department. The agenda of this presentation is to introduce you about the class diagrams, explain you about the classes involved in the system of online income tax department, explain about the attributes and methods that are involved in the classes and the relationships between the classes. Now, firstly, what is a class diagram? A class diagram is a diagram that describes the structure of overall system. Class diagram contains classes, attributes, operators, that is methods, and relationships among the classes. The structure of the class is in rectangular shape with three compartments, with class name on top compartment. Below that, attributes of the particular class are mentioned, and below that, the operators or methods of the class are mentioned. This is the overall system class diagram for the system of online income tax department. As you can see, the involved classes are taxpayer, clerk, administrator, income tax department, and taxation. Here, each of the classes undergo into relationships like a taxpayer reports clerk works for administrator, income tax department manages taxpayer, administrator monitors taxpayer, income tax department assigns administrator, income tax department control the taxation, and taxpayer pays taxes. Although each of the classes are in relationship with each other, not all the relationships are in similar type. Like there are different types of relationships that a classes can undergo, like association, composition, aggregation, generalization, and specialization. And each of the relationships are represented in different manner. Like association is represented like simple arrow mark. Composition is represented as a diamond with black color filled in it, and aggregation is represented with a diamond without any fillings. Generalization is represented by arrow marks showing upward, and specialization is represented with an arrow mark showing downward. Also, each of the each of the attributes can have their visibility mark. Like as you can see, there is a plus symbol in front of user ID, that is for public, minus symbol for private, hash symbol for protected, and similar symbol for package. Here, user ID can be visible to anyone, so it is marked as public, and password is hidden from other people, so it is given as private, and customer ID is protected, so it is given as hash. Now, association. An association between two classes indicates that the object in one end of the association recognize objects in the other end, which sends the messages. Like here, taxpayer and clerk are in association relationship, where one clerk can manage many number of taxpayers, and many number of taxpayers can report to one clerk. Next, composition. A composition is a relationship where the child cannot exist independently without their parent. For example, a bank is a parent class and branch is a child class. Here, the branch cannot exist without the existence of bank. So they both are dependent on each other. Next, aggregation. An aggregation implies a relationship where the child can exist independently of the parent. Like here, in income tax department and administrator are in aggregation relationship where they both can exist independently. Next, generalization and specialization. Here, a subclass inherits from a superclass. It is called as generalization. And if superclass is inherits from subclass, it is called specialization. Like saving account and credit account are generalized into bank account. And this is the overall class diagram for online income tax department, where each of the class consists of many attributes. Like for taxpayer class, there are user ID, password, address, phone number, etc. And the methods are register, login, etc. Next, for clerk, there are many attributes like staff ID, return, taxes, customer ID, etc. And the methods are login, collecting tax, sending bills. The main key for the class diagram is to not add all the types of dependencies to each other. use only the specific types which are needed for the scenario. For example, I didn't add any composition and generalization because those are not needed. Thank you.